Yo, what's going on, everybody? We are back with another reaction video. Today we will be checking out the top 10 things America stole from Britain. Thank you so much for stopping by to the channel today. The support means a lot. As we all know, America has stolen a lot of things from Britain. And if they didn't steal anything, they definitely be taking the credit for things. Like, stop taking credit for things that we did not achieve. You know? It's not right. Come to find out, we over here learning the truth. We learning the truth. Can't run from it. It will expose itself sooner or later. Let's jump right into this video, man. I'm not wasting no time.
From pastries to patriotic sing-alongs.
Okay.
Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 things America stole from Britain.
Why you put a light there?
Stuff. Oh.
Before we begin, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe.
I guess that light is going to be one of the talks in this video. Because he didn't include that light bulb for no reason.
For more great content. For this list, we're counting down famous facets of American culture which actually originated in Britain. While standout British inventions are subject for another list, today's countdown tackles typically American things, which the US has the UK to thank for. Number 10, apple pie.
Apple pie? You guys created
As
apple
American
pie?
as apple pie, right? Wrong. The sweet treat is a staple on US dining tables, but the British were the first to serve it way back in the 1300s. A popular dessert throughout European history, with Dutch and Swedish styles also inspiring menus worldwide, it was taken across the pond with the 17th century colonists. Since then, apple pie has become a standout symbol of US patriotism, as well as a central component to a teen comedy franchise.
It's not what it looks like.
Number 9.
Is the apple pie in the UK, okay, of course it probably tastes different, but what about looks, you know? What about like looks-wise and size-wise? How much bigger would you say? I think the average apple pie out here is like, That one in the picture that I just seen was like out here. It was thick. Yeah, that's a good apple pie. It didn't even look like an apple pie. It looked fluffy and soft like a cake. The only apple pie I've ever had out here was the one out the box, out of a supermarket or something. Only time I ever had homemade apple pie was on Thanksgiving. If my mom made it or if my grandmother made it when she come down. And that ain't every year. You see what I mean? Like, man,
And
I don't get to have
YMCA.
apple pie like that. When I do, it's good.
Way before village people turned this institution into a cheesy disco anthem, and long before the YMCA swept across America, the Young Men's Christian Association was the brainchild of English philanthropist George Williams. Dismayed by working conditions in 18th century London, Williams conceived the now famous charity as a safe place for its patrons. While the movement's worldwide influence is something to be proud of, difficult to imagine Williams joining in with the dance moves.
The US was blasting this song,
Number 8, chocolate bars.
bumping that song all through elementary school.
Candy bars are big business stateside, but before Mars, Hershey's, Milky Bar or Baby Ruth, there was one bloke in Bristol making confectionery history. Joseph Fry finalised the first mass-produced chocolate bar in the mid-1800s, around the time that the Dutch developed a chocolate press. Fry's chocolate cream hit shelves in 1866 with a famed fondant filling, and the bar can still be bought today.
It's filling or it's coconut? What is? I don't like that. I don't want nothing filled inside of nothing. I'm not eating nothing filled. I just don't like filled things.
While the likes of Hershey's didn't arrive until the late 1890s. Number 7, sandwiches.
Could I have a glass of wine?
Okay,
And a ham sandwich?
if you like.
With a pickle?
All right.
Thanks to world-conquering fast food outlets, Homer Simpson and Joey Tribbiani, you'd be forgiven for thinking that this foodstuff was a US creation. However, the history of the sandwich is long and complicated, and very little of it happened in America. While early versions are recorded across Europe, it's named after the 4th Earl of Sandwich in Kent. The story goes that he was an ardent gambler, and meat between bread was the simplest way of eating without disrupting a game of cards.
Sandwich for display purposes only and should not be eaten.
Number 6, The Office.
That's what she said.
And yes, we mean the TV show and not the actual open-plan workplace, which is largely a German invention. Anyway, unlike a lot of American remakes of British TV, The Office US did manage to tap into most of what made its predecessor pair. But after 9 series and a shed load of awards, let's just remember where it all started. Steve Carell's Michael Scott is hilarious in his own right, but for fans of the British original, he'll always be David Brent in disguise.
Oh, he acting out.
Number 5, plastic surgery.
Wow, that came out of me.
From Botox to boob jobs, America is the world's leading market for cosmetic surgery.
And we need to stop that, man, because y'all be walking around here looking crazy. Oh. Y'all be right here looking crazy. Y'all be right here looking like you just sucked a bottle cap. You know when people do this with the bottle cap, and they put they no, they put their lips inside the bottle, inside like a Gatorade bottle, until their lips get walking around looking crazy. Nah, bro.
With
Let's
millions
stop
going under the knife every year. But the industry was by no means born in the USA. Sir Harold Gillies is often credited as the father of plastic surgery, a New Zealand-born, London-based surgeon who gathered leading physicians to treat thousands of soldiers who had been injured or disfigured in World War I. Gillies' work became a blueprint for all sorts of reconstructive procedures, and a starting point for today's aesthetic options.
So y'all done took this man's beautiful blueprint and then messed it up. You done turned it into whatever you wanted. We got people walking around with plastic, this and that. You don't even need plastic nowadays. People is taking the fat out of themselves and putting it in different areas of their body, and man, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Number 4, the light bulb.
The light bulb,
Supposedly
like I just
serial
said,
stealer
man.
of other people's ideas, Thomas Edison's light bulb moment is considered one of the most significant steps in modern technology.
Hey, Edison, how about sharing some of those light bulbs, huh?
Hey, figure it out for yourself, man.
But experts are continually divided on just how much Edison did to develop the design. Before the Wizard of Menlo Park, there were countless other scientists creating electric light and light bulbs, not least British pioneers including Humphrey Davy and Joseph Swan. The anti-Edison camp claims that the inventor's only skill was knowing when to patent.
One thing Edison did invent, for a 100% genuine Edison invention that we use every day, probably, most of us.
Is it nasal hair clippers?
Number 3, donuts.
One little bite won't hurt you.
Oh,
Now,
man.
the origins of the donut are a sticky affair, with claims and counterclaims sending historians
I feel
round
when
and
I'm
round
cutting.
in circles. However, while a stronger suggestion remains that the Dutch took the treats to America in the mid-19th century, a 2013 discovery seemingly proves that the Brits were baking them at least 50 years before. Baroness Elizabeth Dimsdale's cookbook dates to 1800 and includes a strikingly similar recipe. A deep-fried concoction of sugar, eggs, butter and yeast, add some icing, and it's the real deal. Number 2, baseball.
I love that movie, man.
A national sport
know
and
about that.
obsession in the US, baseball was born in the UK. There are countless records of bat and ball games being played in Blighty, starting with stool ball in the 1300s. Sure, the rules have changed and refined over the years, but the basic premise is usually the same. Someone pitches, someone swings, others try to catch.
That's a bad
In fact,
hit.
some researchers argue that baseball is an offshoot of cricket, an English obsession which didn't catch on across the Atlantic. At all. Number 1, the Star Spangled Banner. We finish with a final salute for great British influence
What?
on a
Huh? You guys created this? I'm lost for words right now. I thought... Wait, hold on. Wait, I thought the US created this song. If anything, we played more than the UK. Let me hear what he got to say, man. Mojo, let me hear what you got to say, man.
American culture, because the US national anthem is sung to the tune of an 18th century English drinking song.
Oh.
Baltimore wordsmith Francis Scott Key takes full credit for the lyrics, but the melody was written by John Stafford Smith, a Gloucester-born composer. The Anacreontic song, as it was originally known, was regularly belted around a prestigious London gentleman's club. where wealthy people met to wine and dine.
Do you
Are
agree
you
with our
serious?
picks? Check out these other great clips from Watch Mojo UK and subscribe for more.
My American people watch this video. Did you know this? Did you know about this, man? I didn't see that coming. See, the U.S. got some explaining to do. What else is in ours? What else is in ours? See, the U.S. is just allies with everybody. This is why we are able to use these things, you know? But didn't nobody tell them to start taking credit for them? Listen, this is your fault, UK. You should have put the U.S. in check. You should have put them in check and be like, look, stop taking credit for our stuff, man. And stop teaching it in your education. Talking about you created it, at least. At least tell us the country that created it. You still add it in our education. That's why I get so mad, because they still teach us in school about this right here. They still make us sing it in school. Well, not make. You have the choice. Freedom of speech. But everybody's singing this in all the schools in the U.S. They're singing this at the football games, the NBA games, the soccer games. I'm talking the U.S. terms. That's why I'm talking about the U.S., the American sports. They singing it everywhere, man. This is the national anthem. This is the national song. They are playing this whatever chance they get, man. Especially on live TV, they're playing it. You can teach us in school about this song and teach us the lyrics in music class and in history class, and you want us to sing along and everything during our parades and, you know, finales and all that, but you don't tell us from the jump that this was originated in the UK. You want to add that in the history lessons in school, but you don't want to add all the other history then from the UK then? Why not? That's why somebody was like, well, do you expect your country to teach you everything about the UK and US? No, but we singing something that was originated from the UK. They are taking, the US takes pride in this song like it is ours, like we created it. But they don't want to tell us that UK was the original creators. So since we got UK, since we got a little, you know, UK history all throughout our country, somehow, some way, somehow, whether it's being taught or not in the schools, which it is, this song is being taught all in the schools. Let's add a little more UK history in our schools, yeah? Right? Makes more sense to me. That way, we could walk out of these schools with a little more knowledge. So when we come across some more people, like, you know, this world is not just made up of people from America. This world is not just US. When we meet people from the UK and we speak to them, they're going to think we are slow, uneducated. Because y'all not teaching us these things. And we got to go out of our way to either learn it, or we have to hear about it in order to search it up. It's not like we could just look it up out the blue. How are we just able to think about these things and just come up with them out the blue? We can't. We have to know about it some way, somehow, hear from somebody, see an ad, see it on TV, learn it in school in order to go home and do some research. You're not even giving us the ability to do that, like we're blinded. That's what I'm saying. This don't make no sense, man. We need some more UK history mixed in, especially since we allies. We are allies. Like, come on, man. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications on. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought about this video as well. Feel free to recommend some more videos in the comment section and spam my suggestion link down below in the description if you guys want to recommend some more videos for me to react to as well. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Stay safe.